Well, something else we endure here in the desert during the summer is brutal heat. And once again, over and over, we tell people not to leave your kids or your pets in the car, but people don't always listen. So our Melissa Duran took on a challenge from Metro Police to find out how long she could stand sitting in a hot car.
It's not your ideal situation, willingly getting into a hot car to see how long you can take the heat inside. But because this was for a good cause, I was on board. Metro challenged several members of the media to experience what it feels like to be trapped inside in an effort to spread awareness in our community. After getting checked by medical professionals, it was time to get in the car. Thankfully, Officer Larry Hadfield joined me, and so did our followers on social media.
Guys. Dr. Dale Carrison from UMC is here, as well as AMR. They are monitoring my vitals, so everything is very controlled. Everyone is fine. I'm fine.
Our starting temperature inside of the car was 104 degrees.
And let's point this out. We are adults, and we are not strapped in to a car seat. That, you know, by the very nature of getting strapped in, you're securing a child to be immobile.
Right.
And that child is just sitting there.
Within minutes, the temperature started to rise and our sweat started to pour.
We're using ourselves to make sure everybody's aware. And I think parents that watch this and pet owners are going to notice that, you know, oh, I really didn't see after 9 minutes how sweaty I'm starting to look, like I just started running 5K or something.
Okay, now speaking of sweaty, this is, you can see, it's starting to get gross in here.
Heat exhaustion and dehydration. What you start to see is their heart rate starts to elevate and their respiratory rate starts to go up with it, and they begin to sweat. And as time goes by, as your body starts to run out of fluids, you wind up losing the sweat ability and you just keep overheating from the inside out, basically. At that point in time, people start to lose consciousness, they lose their level of alertness, they start becoming confused, disoriented.
After only 10 minutes in the car, my iPhone calls it quits.
iPhone needs to cool down. Oh, show them.
Look at.
Our iPhone needs to go down. We'll just show the GoPro. We have now, the iPhone has gone down. And I lost a sticky. I'm starting to sweat so bad.
The longer we stayed in, the more real the danger of heat exhaustion became.
You and I are talking, we're in a controlled environment, but now let's talk about that scared kid that's working themselves up, that's crying, that's screaming. And we all know that, all us parents know that, you know, when a kid works themselves up, they get hot. So now you have a kid that's crying, screaming, that's in panic, that they're, you know, left in the vehicle. Now their body temperature is only getting higher.
Yeah.
After nearly 20 minutes, the temperature in the car had gone up almost 10 degrees, and the physical problems became more evident. We were pouring sweat, and that was the least of our problems. It was time to get out.
Is it hot in there?
It's warm. Holy cow, yeah. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, that's fine.
You gotta open it.
I can get this.
We're tapping out because we feel bad for you all sitting out in the sun.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm good. I was good. I did notice at the end that my heart started beating a little bit faster and my breathing started to get just a little bit more shallow, but it's crazy how hot it gets in there.
The message: it's never okay to leave your loved one in a car, even for a few minutes.
Well, I left the air conditioning on. I locked it. So what? The car goes off and the air conditioning goes off. You just killed your kid. Do not leave your children locked in a car. Do not leave your animals locked in a car. Do not leave grandma or grandpa locked in a car.
To help remind you, Cars for Kids has come up with a safety app that will send you alerts reminding you to take the kids out of your car. It may seem absurd that somebody would forget a child, but it happens, especially when parents stray from their normal routine. This app, available on Google Play, helps remind you to save your precious cargo.
The thought makes me want to cry. I was in there for under 20 minutes, and the thought of anybody leaving a child in the car, even at 7 minutes, it's crazy. 2 minutes, 1 minute, it's too much. It just should never be done.
For City Beat, I'm Melissa Duran.
Melissa is quite the trooper, but she told me really for the rest of the day she felt kind of nauseous and dizzy, and that was in kind of a controlled environment when immediately out of the car she was given water and had her vitals checked. So you can imagine what it's like in an uncontrolled environment. Thank you so much, Melissa Duran, for bringing out that very important reminder.